So we're now joined by former Hofstra Pride attackman Ryan Tierney. Ryan, we just watched your win over UMass from that 2021 season, and you threw a bounce pass in that game, which still I think was one of my favorite plays that you had throughout a career full of them at Hofstra. How many bounce passes did you throw throughout your Hofstra career?
I threw one, and that was it. I remember Riley Forte throwing one to me versus Towson, probably our junior or sophomore year at Towson, and had to one up him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, so you don't throw a lot of them. What was it on that play? Do you remember like what you thought and why?
They just kept their sticks up in the lanes. They were yelling something about trying to make a play because I think we were only up by one there, and typically when I had the ball on my stick, I was trying to make something happen. So I think that was what I was seeing is sticks up in the lanes for the skip, and there's the only way to get it through to Justin Linsky.
Yeah, and it worked. Like I was saying before, it was probably one of my favorite plays of your terrific Hofstra career. For you, what was your favorite goal you scored in college? Because there's some good ones.
Yeah, that's a tough question. Probably the one that broke the record versus Wagner, getting to go hug my dad on the sidelines after. That one's definitely special. Probably my favorite one. And yeah, definitely that one.
That's it. I mean, obviously there was a lot of meaning behind that one. One of the final ones you scored was from your back in the CAA championship game. Where does that one rank in doing it, playing in a championship game on your home field? It's early on, you get knocked over and somehow fling it toward the net.
Yeah, I mean that one would have to be number 2 then. But yeah, that was an awesome one. That was a prey, but it luckily went in.
Like when you talk to, if there's a young player that comes up to you and starts talking to you about scoring goals and highlights and how'd you do this and how did you do that, like what do you tell them about developing? Because I feel like a lot of it's feel. Like what do you tell them about developing the feel on what you can and can't do in certain situations and what to try?
Yeah, I mean it's all practice. If you're not comfortable shooting an overhand high bouncer that's a very vanilla shot, then you can't take the no angle shot. That just doesn't make sense. And I just tell them to continue to shoot. I mean, the more it sticks in your hand, the more comfortable you'll feel with it.
So you're playing as part of the PLL's cannons now, and you're playing with another guy who's pretty darn creative and good in Lyle Thompson. What have you picked up from him that you now try to do yourself?
Yeah, I mean, Lyle, you pick up something from him every time you play with him. It's just the way he releases the ball. You like the first couple of weeks, I had no idea he's throwing the ball to me. Like no idea. It's coming from his ankle, it's coming from his hip, and it's hitting you right in the stick, and it's just hitting your stick out of your hands. You're just not ready for it. So definitely every time we play that I pick up something from Lyle. I think the biggest thing is he's just a great teammate. He cares for the game. He's not a sore loser. He just plays for the creator, like he says, and he's out there loving up every second of it.
You've had the chance throughout your career to play with a lot of great guys, and early in your Hofstra career, your teammates with Josh Byrne, who we've now seen go ahead and do some pretty spectacular things himself in the professional and the international game. That was early in your college career at Hofstra. What types of things did you pick up from having a chance to, for a limited time, share the field there with Josh?
Yeah, I remember the fall of my freshman year, me and Josh went out to the field every night. We asked my dad for the lights on, and he would drag me out there. Just because you're getting adjusted as a fall semester freshman, you're not really used to the 5 a.m. lifts and then shooting until 11 o'clock at night. So Josh and this kid Griffin Barnathan, they would drag me out there, and we'd shoot all night. And as long as the lights were on, we were out there. And his work ethic is unbelievable, and he continues to push the limits.
Now, I was talking to him earlier for this, and he just gave me a little tip that even as a freshman, you were pulling some pranks in the locker room. What kind of?
I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm not sure which ones I can talk about, but I definitely, me and Riley Forte, we definitely have pulled a few pranks in our days at Hofstra.
I mean, even early on in your career, you're pulling some on the seniors?
Yeah, I mean, you had to.
All right, we'll leave it at that. But we may have to find out more off camera later. We're gonna play this coming up here. The 2021 semifinal win for you guys over Delaware, where you knocked off the Blue Hens. What did that one mean? Your final year there on campus, you guys end up having a chance to host the tournament because it ends up being predetermined before the season. You guys are on your home field. You win that semifinal, a great one-goal game against Delaware, against the top seed. What did that one mean for you?
Yeah, I mean I thought that one was one of our better games as a team. I remember that Owen Grant guarded me, and he's obviously very talented, and you can't say a bad word about him. He's a great kid. But our plan was to get him out of the play because he was looking to make a play. So I remember, I don't think I had a point in that game, and everyone around me stepped up, and we were able to bond as the six people out there, and everyone did their job, whatever their job of the day was, and everyone took that to heart and knew it could be the last time we're doing it with the six of us or the 10 of us. And everyone locked in for those 60 minutes and got it done.
You guys, obviously, that win clinched a spot in the CAA championship for Hofstra for the first time in a while. And while you didn't win it against Drexel a couple of days later, what did it mean to share a moment with your dad on that field afterward, knowing everything was over?
Yeah, it was tough. Just because you put so much into it and then it just abruptly stops. You just don't know what to do with yourself weeks after. But it meant a lot. I wanted to get a win in the CAA championship, and that was the goal from the beginning. The points in the points in the goals records, they really didn't mean anything. It was I wanted to get a CAA back at Hofstra those 5 years, and was unsuccessful, but I think that the memories I made will make up for it, and then the friendships and all the connections I have now are definitely worth it.
So I'll leave you with this. That was a pretty memorable game for you. What's your favorite from your college career?
Yeah, I think it was my freshman year UNC.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I scored the first goal there, and got rocked by Jack Rowlett. And Josh came over and picked me up before I knew where I was. And that's when it was kind of the first big game that I played in. And just everyone bonding together and pushing in the pile and the sideline coming together and coming alive was awesome. And to get a win down there at their place was awesome.
Yeah, a little welcome to college moment there for Ryan. Well, that was one of your first games. We're about to show the people one of your final ones at Hofstra as we send people to that 2021 CAA semifinal against Delaware. Ryan, we appreciate the time, man. Good luck with everything you got going on. We'll talk soon.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.